Yo. What's up, friends? Hey, every week I do a podcast for my business projects, and we put it out as a Instagram TV piece. And so I thought, now that I'm going to be vlogging more regularly, why not also put this out as a weekly segment on my vlog, you know? It's another video that can go out every week, and I think there's some good value here to be had. And also, I'm sure a lot of my followers, such a YouTuber, such an influencer. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the CrossFit space or the business space, you know, and so you might learn some stuff from these podcasts. And if you're not interested in fitness business, then you can just not watch these, okay? Pretty easy. So I'm going to get into the podcast now for the projects page. So I'm going to go ahead and do the little intro for projects, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to cut this in or out of the vlog. It's the first time I'm doing this. I've got two cameras set up because I'm fancy. I've got a nice close up here from the side and then my wide shot. So yeah, every Friday I grab a beer and I just discuss one thing that I've been thinking about for that week, or one thing that I've discussed with a gym owner. So let's get into it. Oh, I'm starting to love the Burly Big Head more and more. What is up, awesome people? This is Projects Pod number 14, I'm pretty sure. I should really check what the number was prior before I jump in here and start filming this one. But hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. Today, I want to discuss something that I was talking to a gym owner about yesterday. I was doing some filming at a gym, and I was just asking some questions about the staff there and how the business is going. And they were just saying that, yeah, it's, you know, they work pretty hard. Both the husband and wife work in the business full-time coaching. And they do have a couple of other coaches, but they find that their members want them to be there. Okay, they feel like the quality of the classes or the enjoyment of the classes is better when the owners are there, and they feel like, yeah. And so they always ask, you know, where are you guys? The classes aren't quite as good if Coach Bob takes the class. And I think this is a real issue for gym owners to be kind of caught up and in this expectation of members that want to see you there. And I honestly believe the reason that expectation is there is because you hang around the gym all the time. You're always there. And so you've created this familiarity with your face, and you haven't been strategic and placing your staff to the forefront, your culture to the forefront. And so what I discussed with the gym owner was that, you know, ideally the gym shouldn't revolve around you. Ideally the gym shouldn't even revolve around one of your staff or two of your staff members. Ideally, you want the culture to be the thing that people attach to, so that when people leave or when people stuff up, it doesn't affect the business because people are sold in or they're bought into the culture of that gym. I use the example of the Springboks rugby team. I couldn't care less who the coach was, or, you know, who the team member was. I will support the Springboks because of the culture of the Springboks and what the Springbok team represents to me. Okay, so it's much bigger than one player or one coach or one captain. It's all about the team and the culture. That's why I support them. So if the coach changes or if a player leaves and another player comes in, it's not going to change the way I view the Springboks. It's not going to change me from supporting them. So it should be the same for your gym. Ideally, you want to create a culture that's kind of the thing that people associate with your gym. And so if you are one of those gym owners who feels like there's expectation from your members for you to always be there, and that they are not satisfied with the other coaches, which, by the way, it's a performance issue. If they, you know, or maybe a performance issue, maybe just a training issue, you know, like ideally there should be some consistency in your classes. So although each person brings their own flavor, it's a real issue if a member feels like what they're receiving service-wise from you versus your coach is different. If they feel like they're receiving less of a service by your coach, there's a real issue there. So there's something to sort out for sure. But I think we've talked about the table with the many legs on this podcast before. And the analogy is this: if you have a table with 3 legs and one leg gets kicked out, the table falls over. Okay, so the table being your business, the 3 legs maybe being 3 key staff members or 3 key personalities within the gym. So ideally what you want to do is build a table that has many legs. Okay, so that there's no reliance on one key coach or one key person. So I encourage you, if you are a gym owner that feels trapped in your own business, you have to be intentional. You have to take responsibility for the fact that you've placed yourself in that situation. You haven't championed your staff to be the face of the business. You maybe haven't communicated the culture strongly enough for it to be a thing, like the thing that people attach to. So really define, what is your culture? What do you stand for? What do you stand for? What don't you stand for? And make sure you communicate that. And then people start attaching themselves to that, to those values, those beliefs that the business holds. And then champion your staff, man. Champion your staff to be, to take on more responsibility and be more of the business than they currently are. And then slowly, remove yourself. You might not want to remove yourself. You might like the limelight and being the face of the business, and that's cool. I would still be strategic and making sure that that all the staff deliver the same product and that the culture is the main thing, not you. And then just on a practical level, I make sure that I'm only at my gym when I'm there, or when I was there over in Auckland. I always made sure that I was only working either the morning shift or the night shift. Okay, so I would coach the morning classes and hang out till about lunchtime, and then I'll take the afternoon off, or vice versa. I'll take the morning off, come in at lunchtime, and stay till late at night. So I always try to not be there on both ends of the day. And that was quite a nice strategy. And that way, if you mix it up, the afternoon people see you sometimes, the morning people see you sometimes, but you're not just there all the time, and people don't just assume that you should be there. So hope that's helpful. Little point there for you. Cool, guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next Friday.